Hi everyone, my name's Shona and this is my channel Olivia and I, and this is Olivia's 5 months update. She is 5 months tomorrow, so the day that the video goes up she'll be 5 months exactly. She's 21 plus 5 days, so she's getting a big girl. Honestly, I can't believe it's 5 months. Feels like just yesterday I was filming her 4-month one. It's just absolutely crazy. Time sure does fly. People tell you until you go through it, you just don't realise how quickly, how true everything is. The pregnancy went so slow, and as soon as she's here, it's just a blur. We don't have drop-in weighing centres here. We only get our weighed from the health visitors. She's getting a bit angsty, so we'll see how it goes. We only get her weighed by the health visitor, so the last time she was weighed was 4 months, and she won't be weighed now again until she's 7, just in December. So I managed to weigh her on my own scales myself. Obviously it's not quite so accurate, I'm sure, but she's roughly about 16 pounds, which is, she's fine. She has moved up to the 50th centile, but it's not a massive jump. She was just over the 25th one when she last got weighed at 4 months, so she's putting on the weight. Obviously going on to formula will do that to her, but she's not massively putting on the weight. I measured her as well, so she's about 66 centimetres. Again, it was a rough measurement, so no, she's just getting big. As I say, she is now mostly on formula most of the time, just me feeding her in the mornings myself. But by the next couple of weeks she'll be 100% on formula. She's done really well with it. She's taken to it absolutely no bother at all, apart from her stomach took a couple of weeks to adjust to it with quite a few crazy nappies. But other than that, no, she's been absolutely fine, and she's no problem. She still feeds from me, no problem. There's been no lack of interest there. She's happy to take bottle or breast milk, so it's been really easy, and really grateful that it has gone so well. She goes about 3-4 hours, so if I give her a full bottle she'll go for about 3-4 hours until her next one, which is really good, and then she takes one just before bedtime, and then she'll go about 6 hours, take one, and then that's her till the morning. So it's made a huge difference. She's so much more content, and it's nice that she's not constantly needing fed, and for me having to think about feeding her before I go anywhere, or if we go anywhere I have to feed her all the time. It is a lot less stressful in that sense. And also just nice to see her a lot more content. She doesn't seem to be, she was never crying with hunger. She was obviously not starving, but she was obviously not getting enough to keep her going for long stretches of time, so she needed just that wee bit more to make her that bit more content. So it's made such a difference. And it's nice that the grannies can help out, and my husband, so that's good. In terms of sleeping, obviously, as I say, she's sleeping so much better. It's made such a difference on me, and I think on her as well. She sleeps through the night, apart from one bottle, which maybe once she's on formula fully and on solids that might end up going. We've had a couple of restless nights with teething, where she has been a bit cryy every hour, but not really waking up, just sort of like chaving in her sleep, maybe crying a wee bit and then going back down, which is not really fine. Obviously she is teething, she's biting a lot, drooling. We are giving her the teething granules, and we give her the amber sol liquid as well, so I think that helps, but obviously until the teeth come through she's not really going to get much relief. I do see the 2 front ones, I see the sort of outline of them. There's no actual teeth yet, but hopefully they'll come through soon and give her a bit of relief, because it's such a shame. We've had a couple of times where we've had to give her Calpol, where she's just been so inconsolable. She must have just been in an awful lot of pain, but that's not really nice. But hopefully we'll get some relief soon, but no doubt we'll just get relief from that, and the next ones will be through. So it's a joy of teething. She's still in our room. she won't be going through to her own room till about 6 months. But she's no bother, she sleeps in a sleepy head. She's actually really fallen into a routine. We haven't forced it on her. She's gone into a nice routine where she'll get up about 7 o'clock. I'll feed her myself, and then about an hour and a half, 2 hours later, she's ready for a nap. So she'll go for about a half hour, 40-minute nap, and then after that you'll get a couple of naps, or maybe another nap, another wee nap, and then kind of a long one in the afternoon, and maybe one around 4 or 5 o'clock. Don't try not to let her sleep past 5 o'clock, she ends up she's usually in bed by 6:30, give or take a half hour or so, depending on how tired she is, things like that. But yeah, she's just fallen into that naturally, and she seems to be happy with that, so we're just letting her get on with it. Today was actually a day where she has self-settled herself twice in her naps. I've actually just ended up, I was trying to rock her to sleep and she was having none of it, so I actually just put her in the sleepy head with our comforter in her dummy, and she's gone down no bother, putting on the white noise, and within 5-10 minutes she's sleeping. So a bit sad to see her maybe not needing us so much. I get the sense that she'll probably be quite independent, but it's to be expected at this age. Maybe just don't need mummy quite so much. But it's still nice to have the odd time where she sleeps in your arms. But I'm sure that maybe go eventually as well. In terms of development, she is coming on leaps and bounds. It's such a joy to watch her every day, you know, just developing, learning new things, taking in the world, and she is getting a bit more grabby, but not really grabby, but she's kind of reaching out for things. Just this last week or so, food as well. I mean, obviously we're going to hang off a couple of weeks till she's about 5.5 months till we're weaning her, you know, put her on solids. But I can see a big difference in the feeding. There was one morning I was eating my breakfast and she just sat there watching me the whole time. I felt like I had a dog in front of me. But she will be getting it soon. Oh no! I think we're maybe getting a bit fed up. I'll give her one of our tea then. Is that nice? You gonna take that? Yeah, so she's really kind of watching food now and almost indignant about why we're not giving her anything. So I'm really looking forward to starting her on food, seeing how she gets on with it and what she likes and what she doesn't like and her expressions and that. So I'm looking forward to that, and it'll be cool to film it all. She's getting a bit more talky, as you can see. She goes quite deep. I'll insert a clip here of her speaking, which is quite funny. She seems to have this deep voice. It's really strange. But she's happy. She's sitting up quite a lot. Not obviously still me kind of holding her, but she is definitely improving on sitting up, and I think once she's sitting up full it'll be a lot easier, because I think she's happier. She's still rolling on her front. She just wants to be moving when she's on her front, but obviously not quite yet. You know, she every time she's getting that bit more movement, but still not able to do anything. She can kind of move round, but not actually forward. Occasionally maybe get a wee bitty back, but not too much. Hopefully that'll come soon enough so she can stop being so frustrated. Although maybe not, because then we'll have to baby-proof the whole house. She's really so strong, especially on her feet. She stands up flat on her feet and she wants to be on her feet all the time. You can see that she's kind of getting the idea of it, and she can kind of move her feet one at a time, so that's something else I think is going to come quite quickly. She's really just coming on so much. It's fun to watch her learning, and she's so inquisitive. She'll sit there, the head's going, she's looking at everything and sort of seeing what's what. Very curious and very nosy. She's getting a bit funny in her car seat. If she's not sleeping, she really doesn't want to be in her car seat. Just not at all. She's really struggling with that at the moment. We're going down to Stirling in a couple of weeks for 2 nights, which is about a 3-hour drive. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to sit in the back with her, because she's just going to be anxious to get out. Maybe see if we can get something to try and keep her occupied. Hopefully it'll maybe get a bit easier. We're away to see about maybe getting a new car. Take it then. And then we'll maybe look at a new seat, and maybe when she's forward facing it'll be a lot better rather than facing the back. She obviously wants to see everything, missing out. So that's her. There's nothing else really to tell you. If there's anything you want to know, just give me a shout and leave a comment, and I'll answer it. She's still waiting mostly in 3 to 6, but there is some things she's moving up to the 6 to 9, so I don't think it'll be long, and everything will be 6 to 9 months close. So that's it. I think we better get going before she starts getting really annoyed. But thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Please subscribe. I would love you to subscribe and click the bell to get a notification of any videos. We'll be doing videos one every week, and maybe the odd extra one in a week as well. So we'll see you again soon. Bye!